Hello everybody, welcome and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing on the best of one ladder in the early access Wilds of Eldraine streamer event. We're going to be playing with a Calix guided by Fate deck, and I wanted to take advantage of the card 3 Blind Mice since I want to try and break it. The second and third stage allow you to make tokens that are copies of tokens. And importantly, this doesn't say other tokens, so if Calix copies the 3 blind mice, the 3 blind mice that he copies can copy itself. And then each second and third stage copies another 3 blind mice. You keep making infinite mice for the rest of the game. Opponent can't deal with that unless they have a farewell. So if you can start that value loop, opponent's just gonna eventually get swamped by mice. To back that up, we're going to be running some new cards like Charming Scoundrel, which can curve very nicely into Calix since it can enchant itself, rather, when it enters the battlefield on 2. Spellbook Vendor is another way to enchant our creatures, and we have 12 one-drop auras, basically. Royal Treatment and Monstrous Rage are instants, but they can put enchantments on the creatures so that things can trigger Calix, and Audacity, of course is just part of the normal enchantment build. Speaking of a normal enchantment build, besides Calix, we're running Jukai Naturalist, Catilda, and Spirited Companion. If you guys are excited to see this deck in action, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, as I'd really appreciate it. I've been uploading to YouTube every single day for the past 6 months, and I'm around halfway towards getting partnered, so any help on this journey is really appreciated. With all that said, let's hop onto the ladder and see how this does. Alrighty, game 1. Unfortunately this hand is not a keep. This is a lot better. I think we just put back the Royal Treatment. We'll lead with the farmland. And we'll play a naturalist. Let's attack. We'll play the garden. And another. Ooh, Urborg Scavengers. That's pretty good. You can take the lifelink. And Audacity. And another. Would you like to block? They do. And we get to draw 2 cards. Let's play the dog. And Lord Skitter. Let's go with the 3 blind mice. We'll make a mouse. And we will pass. Opponent's going to beseech the mirror. I'm assuming they sacrifice a rat. Oh, they didn't. Interesting. Opponent's gonna keep chewing up the graveyard. And they pass. We'll make another mouse. Let's go with Calix. Put a counter on the dog. And we'll go with Catilda. Well, there goes Catilda. Oof. The end is a really good way to deal with that, since now it's not in the graveyard, and we can't make enchantments. They exile 1 more. And then make another rat. We make another mouse. Let's get in with a mouse. And we're gonna go with Monstrous Rage. We'll put a counter on Calix. And we sack the dog. Enchanted creature deals combat damage. So we are going to copy the 3 blind mice. And Calix is going to get bigger. Next turn, the 3 blind mice is going to be able to make a token copy of the 3 blind mice, which is going to be hilarious. We now just have a never-ending mouse chain, and the opponent has a couple rats to deal with it. We'll block one of them. And we'll make another 3 blind mice. Let's get in. And we pass. And they're gonna play an Ashiok. And they plus. They exile the Virtue. And back to us. Let's make some more 3 blind mice. And we will attack Ashiok for 3. Yep, there's a cut down. Wanted to use that before the Scoundrel came out, but I think we're still gonna hold on to it just so we can, loot away if we need to. And they make 2 nightmares. And they play another Ashiok. Okay. Let's see if opponent can keep up with our millions of blind mice. Let's go with the Scoundrel. And we'll discard and draw. Let's play another. And we'll make a Wicked Roll. We'll attach it there. And we'll just go to the face. Opponent's gonna put a Cursed Roll on their Nightmare. And they play Lord Skitter. They exile one of the 3 blind mices from the graveyard. No attacks. And we make a bunch more rats. Let's attack. We'll sack one of the Scoundrels. And down to 4. down to 3, and we will pass. Opponent's gonna plus. And another Lord Skitter. We're gonna make so many mouses here. I'm a little bit sorry about this, like actually, because I'm taking up so much time. I know you're not supposed to make infinite decks, but I did not think that this would actually work. Like, what in the world is going on here? And they're gonna candy grapple one of the mouses. GG's. Not too bad. Alrighty, next game. Hand is decent, we'll try it out. Let's lead it off with the garden. We'll play a naturalist. And Infernal Grasp. Yep, sounds about right. Let's go with our spellbook vendor. We'll put our sorcerer roll on it, and we will pass. And a Rowan Scion of War. Alright. Let's play... You can play 3 blind mice and then make a roll for it, I think. Let's get in for 3, and we'll scry. I think we can just put a land to the bottom. Alright, black and red spells cost 4 less. Let's see what opponent does. They draw with the Dread Knight. And a Tolly. Incredible. We had a Sorin and a Royal Treatment.
Out of my way. I have a weapon to stop you.
Let's make a copy of the mouse. Seems a little ridiculous compared to what opponent just pulled last turn. Let's make a dog. Guess we play a land, play another dog. And we'll make a aura for that, I guess. GG's. Opponent's about to just run us over here. We'll just take 10.
Excuse my son.
And they kill the Sorin, and they make a vampire. And they play a Shelly. Let's draw. Let's put a sorcerer roll on the companion. put it there. And let's attack. We'll scry a whole lot. Well, we can't really do that at instant speed, so that goes to the bottom. 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 And bottom. Okay. Let's go with a monstrous rage. We'll put it on the companion. Guess we just play another spellbook vendor. We'll take it. Not too bad. That was a fun one. Alrighty, next game. Hand is really gross. We're gonna keep it. Kinda hope we draw into some new cards, because I would feel a little bit bad just running over the opponent with an old standard deck. The third path Iconoclast. Let's play the Naturalist. And there's a play with fire. Pretty unfortunate. We'll take 2. And back to us. Let's play the next Naturalist. And we will pass. Let's try and save it. Hopefully opponent doesn't have another removal spell for it, though it would have to be something like Torch the Tower with the Bargain, or a Strangle. And there's a Scalding Viper. Cool. Let's play our Forge, and we'll go with Calix. Let's, like that, and yeah, I guess we're just going to use one of the Audacities here. We'll take a pain. We'll take another pain. And this time we put the counter on Calix. We'll get in with the Naturalist. And let's make another Naturalist. Opponent's gonna Meeting of Minds, and they draw. Down comes a Swifty, and a Sleep Cursed Fairy. Interesting. Let's block and block. I'm assuming opponent wants to kill the Calix here. And they fire off a Lightning Strike on the Naturalist. Okay. They really wanted to protect their Iconoclast. We can leave Calix back. We just really need to get in with the Naturalist. Since it has Trample, doesn't really matter. We'll make another Naturalist. And opponent concedes. GG's. Yep, Royal Treatment is gross. And that I think can slot into just normal enchantment decks. Not bad. Alrighty, next game. Hand is really good, let's keep it. We'll lead off with the Forge. And we'll play our Scoundrel. Let's go with the Wicked roll. And in for 2. Patchwork Automaton. And no attacks. Let's go with a 3 blind mice. No attacks, and we will pass. The Surge Engine is definitely scary. And another Iron Apprentice. We'll take 3. Let's copy the Wicked roll, and we'll put it on the mouse. Let's go with... I think we just play our Naturalist. And the Companion. No attacks, and we will pass. Thirst for Knowledge. And they discard another Surge Engine. We'll take 3. And let's make another mouse. We'll go with Calix. And let's get in with everybody. We'll go with a monstrous roll on the Charming Scoundrel. We'll make another Naturalist. And we will pass. And Mighty Stone, Weak Stone. And that's gonna kill off Calix. And Surge Injure. And back to us. 3 blind mice pops. Let's go with a Spellbook Vendor. We'll go to combat. And we'll pay 1. We'll put it on the Jukai Naturalist, and we attack. Put that on the bottom. Let's go with the Monstrous Rage, and that should be exact damage. GG's. Yup. Not too bad. Alright, so to wrap things up, I think this deck is pretty cool. The Charming Scoundrel being able to make an enchantment and curve into the Calix to trigger it is extremely powerful. Having 12 different 1-drop enchantments to also trigger the Calix is very powerful. And also having the late game of Calix copying the 3 blind mice and making millions of mice is a very viable endgame. Not too sure on any cards I would change, but I would like to revisit this at some point. Thank you everybody for watching, I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.